Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am starting a new series called Cookin The Books, and this is the first book I chose. I have a lot of cookbooks that I want to share recipes with you guys. So I'm going to start with this one, the Snoop Dogg cookbook. I had a hard time finding this cookbook. I had to actually order it. I couldn't find it in the stores, but I totally love it. I love, as you can see, the color, the graphic art, the recipes, the photography. It's funny. It's a really interesting cookbook. It's kind of like a coffee table book, actually. I really love this book. And this one's funny. It's the gin and juice. The recipe is gin and juice. That's it. Like, that's it. It's funny. So yeah, I just decided to cook what I thought would be my family's favorite recipe out of here, just for the first one. And I videoed this so I could share it with you. So yeah, I am excited. It is the chicken wing recipe. It's coming up right here. Get the chip fried chicken wings. Super interesting recipe. It actually has potato chips crushed up in it, which I've never done before, and a few other things I've never done before when I made wings. And yeah, you're about to find out. So here we go. So you make a brine actually for this chicken wing. You're going to take orange peel, kosher salt, sugar, red pepper flakes, and again, the measurements are going to be below in the drop down. The full recipe will be written out for you. And you're going to take 5 cups of water and you're going to boil it, and then you're going to add everything to that. And what you want to do is dissolve everything, and then once it's all dissolved, you can take it off the heat and let it cool down for quite a while, just so it gets to room temperature, because you're going to be putting it in the chicken in that brine, and it's, you know, it's raw and you don't want to cook it at all. So you just mix it up, and then once it's dissolved, let it cool down. And it recommends in the book to put it in a bowl and then put it in the fridge for up to 24 hours. I chose to use a Ziploc bag. I had a big enough one. I got 30 wings in there. It doesn't even look that big, but it was a lot of wings. So I got 30 wings in there and all the brine, and it sat in the fridge overnight. And then you're going to take it out before you cook it, and you're going to let it drain, which is really important. You want a lot of paper towels because it's going to be very juicy. And I noticed that when I cooked the chicken, it was like a very juicy meat. It was really good. So here we go. We're going to start with buttermilk, and then there's a baking soda flour mixture, and then there's the crushed chips, and then we have garlic powder, and cornmeal garlic powder, pepper, and then some salt and cayenne pepper. And that's for the batter that we're going to be making. And so you're basically going to combine everything with your flour, your baking soda, and everything I've just listed. Put that all together in a bowl, mix it up. And what's interesting with this, when you are going to take the chicken and you put it in here, as you'll see coming up, you're going to want to, this is super important too, you're going to dredge it in the buttermilk first. And then you're going to, like, here we go. I'm going to dredge it in the buttermilk, and then when you place the chicken into the flour mixture, you're going to kind of like press it in there and kind of, squeeze the chicken, the flour mixture onto the chicken, if that makes sense. You'll see me doing that here in a second. So yeah, you get that, let the excess buttermilk drip off. And then you kind of just like use your hands, and you want to just really squeeze it, press it into the chicken wing itself to really coat it. And then you're going to place it onto like a rack. I used just like a cookie rack kind of thing. You could put it on a cookie sheet or whatever, it would work too. But you're just going to do this with all the wings, and then you're going to let it sit for about like a half an hour. It makes a huge mess like this, but it's going to be so worth it. So worth it. So yeah, you let them sit and dry out. And again, this will all be listed. There's quite a few like steps, but I will have it listed for you. and then we're gonna get to cooking. All right, chicken is gonna go in the hot oil. You can tell the oil's hot enough if you put a chopstick in and it bubbles. That's kind of like a wooden chopstick. That's a good indication. It needs to be 350. So if you use a thermometer, just, you know, get it to 350 and then try to maintain the 350 while you're cooking it. I just do it by sight because I've done it so many times. So this is what it looks like when it's done. It's like a golden brown. Guys, when I tell you, this is so good. It was so good. So good. I would make this again. Not very often just because it takes a little longer, but I would totally make this again. They loved it. It was so good. The batter was so thick. The buttermilk, I think, is the key. The buttermilk, and then, you know, pressing the flour mixture onto it. It really was a really thick batter, and everybody loved it. And it's recommended that you put like lemon pepper on it, which I didn't have. I should do that next time, but and hot sauce, of course. But it was so delicious, so worth it. It's worth the time. You will not regret it. And yeah, we really love this recipe. I'm super excited to try more from this cookbook and share them with you. Yeah, I really liked it a lot. So if you try this, let me know what you think. Have a good day. Bye.